Sister Wives Kody Brown Callous on Dayton's saddest day, clip. Kody Brown tends to say and do the wrong things all of the time. He does not think before he speaks, and then, when he offends someone, he will claim they wronged him. In a resurfaced Sister Wives clip, Kody is completely callous on son, Dayton's saddest day. So, what did he do to hurt him so badly? Keep reading for all of the details and to see the snippet. Kody Brown Callous on Dayton's saddest day. When Kody Brown began courting Robin Brown, she came with 3 children from a previous marriage. Yet, his 3 wives and dozen children were more than welcoming to Brianna, Aurora, and Dayton. They made them feel like they had always been a part of the Brown family from the beginning. In 2014, 4 years after Robin and Kody had their spiritual marriage, something big happened. Kody's first and only legal wife, Mary Brown, divorced him so that he could marry Robin. That would then allow him to adopt her first 3 and they could all legally be one big happy family. In the resurfaced Sister Wives clip, Robin shares the news with her children, Kody, and Mary, that their dad has signed the papers. This meant he was giving up his rights to them, and Robin's eldest child, Dayton, was shocked. Kody immediately celebrated and wanted everyone else to be just as enthused as he was. While her daughters, Aurora and Brianna, seemed grateful, Dayton was broken. Though Kody saw his reaction, he snubbed Dayton's pain and said the girls seemed happy so he'd go hug them. This clip came up in a Reddit thread and fans were shocked at how Kody Brown just brushed off Dayton's pain. He was tearing up and needed love, but all Kody cared about was what a good day it was for him. The op wrote this. He is completely dismissive over what this means to Dayton. Zero awareness and total disregard to his feelings. It was devastating to watch. There is no consideration to Dayton and the grief he must feel knowing his dad didn't fight for him. Disgusting behavior. Immediately, Sister Wives fans chimed in with their thoughts on Kody Brown's disgusting display. Though they should not have been surprised, it was still sickening. Wow. This is hard to watch. It's like Kody treated it as a competition he won. Honestly, this disgusts me. His behavior here is so selfish and narcissistic and lacks complete empathy. How disgusting. Did Dayton mouth "Oh my God"? I think he did. Poor kid, I feel so awful for them. This should never have been televised. Wow, I originally missed Dayton's reaction. This should have been done privately, no cameras. Kody really is a selfish egomaniac. It was something that should never have been televised, and viewers felt absolutely horrible they never caught Dayton's reaction the first time around. More so, they were blown away by Kody's ignorance in the situation and lack of compassion. By season 19, though, nothing is surprising. The camera pans to the Brown household, now divided into factions. It's a crisp autumn day, but the atmosphere is heavy with an air of sorrow. Dayton Brown, Robin's eldest son, is seated quietly on the family's couch, his shoulders hunched as if carrying the weight of the world. The solemn expression on his face tells the story. Today marks a deeply personal and heartbreaking loss for him. Dayton, known for his quiet resilience and gentle nature, has always been a figure of strength within the chaos of the Brown family. But even the strongest among us have their breaking points, and today is Dayton's. As Robin sits beside her son, holding his hand and offering soft words of comfort, Kody strides into the room with a demeanor that can only be described as the somber moment. The camera catches a fleeting look of confusion on Dayton's face, one that silently asks, does he not understand the gravity of this day? A house divided. Cristin, now long removed from Kody's shadow, makes a rare visit to offer her condolences to Dayton. She sits near him, her presence a balm to the tension. Janelle, pragmatic as ever, lingers in the doorway with her arms crossed, watching Kody's every move like a hawk. Robin looks up, her voice cracking as she says, "Kody, can we take a moment to acknowledge what today means for Dayton? He's going through a lot." Kody doesn't sit. He remains standing, arms crossed, his brow furrowed in irritation. "Yeah, I get it," he says dismissively. "But we've all got a lot going on. I don't see why the entire household has to come to a halt for one person's grief." The room falls silent, the weight of Kody's words landing like a punch to the gut. Even the usually diplomatic Janelle lets out an audible gasp. "Kody, are you serious?" Cristine's voice is sharp, her eyes narrowing as she leans forward. "This isn't just one person's grief. This is your son's pain. Can you not see that?" But Kody's face remains stony. Dayton's a grown man. He needs to learn how to handle these things on his own. Robin's heartbreak. Robin's hand tightens around Dayton's. Her eyes glisten with unshed tears as she turns to face Kody. "He's your son, Kody. Do you even realize how much he looks up to you? How much he's hurting right now?" But Kody shakes his head, dismissing her words. "I have a lot on my plate, Robin. I can't drop everything for every emotional crisis." Robin's composure cracks. "This isn't just an emotional crisis," she yells, her voice echoing through the room. "This is the saddest day of his life, and you're acting like it's an inconvenience." Dayton looks down, his face reddening with a mixture of embarrassment and sorrow. The camera lingers on him, capturing the silent tears that slip down his cheeks. Cristine's fury. Cristin, who has remained quiet for the past few minutes, stands up abruptly. "You know, Kody, this is why I left," she says, her voice shaking with anger. "Because you can't see past yourself. Everything has to revolve around you. Dayton needed you today, and instead, you made this about your inconvenience. Do you even care about anyone but yourself?" Kody glares at her. "Don't start with me, Cristin. You're not part of this family anymore, so you don't get to tell me how to handle things." Cristin lets out a bitter laugh. "Oh, I'm not part of the family. That's rich coming from the man who abandoned 3/4 of his wives. And yet here I am, sitting with Dayton, comforting him, while his own father brushes him off like he's nothing." Janelle finally steps into the room, her expression steely. "Kody, you need to stop this right now. This isn't about you or your ego. This is about Dayton. If you can't show him compassion on the hardest day of his life, then what kind of father are you?" A tense standoff. Kody looks around the room, his face contorted in frustration. He's clearly outnumbered, but his pride won't allow him to back down. "You all love to gang up on me, don't you?" he snaps. "I'm always the bad guy, no matter what I do." Robin stands, her voice trembling. "This isn't about you being the bad guy, Kody. This is about you being a father. If you can't step up for Dayton now, when he needs you the most, then what are we even doing here?" The tension is palpable as the room descends into silence. Kody looks at Dayton, who refuses to meet his gaze. For a moment,